Welcome to Behind the Curtain. I'm Joe White. And you are?
You forgot me already?
No.
I missed one episode and you don't remember who I am?
Are you okay? Are you feeling
I'm
better?
Katie Reynolds.
Are you feeling better?
I am, yeah. It was the weirdest thing.
my
I was
God.
so sick.
Were you really?
You know I hate to miss like a chance to be on camera.
Were you sick of me or were you just sick?
I was like ill.
I know.
My stomach was ill.
Yeah.
So it was great that Kristen was able to step in
Yes.
and she did a great job. So thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, well, okay.
She was awesome. She's always awesome.
Yeah, she was good.
She's
But
always awesome.
She was sassy.
Well, that's what makes her so awesome. Hello.
She was sassy.
Hello.
She cut me off a couple of times.
Well, no wonder you didn't invite her back. I get it now. Okay. So here we are.
Here we are.
What episode is this, Joe?
33.
33.
33 episodes.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
It's like a third of a century in episodes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're a third of the way there.
We're a
almost.
third of the way to 100 episodes.
Yes. So we were in September 2017. Can you believe it?
That is correct.
We're
Yes,
ending-
right now it is September of 2017.
Ending our third year of Behind the Curtain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's really great to have you
Time flies.
back.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So
It's good to be
now
back.
it's September. You know, it is probably cool outside. Apples picking season.
That's all coming up.
School,
Yes, we have
people
that to
back
look
at
forward
school.
to. Yes, unfortunately.
And what is ACT doing?
Oh my gosh, we're doing so many things, Joe. Where should I start?
In the middle.
Okay, so we'll start in the middle. The middle is we have a show to do this fall. We are gearing up for our fall show. We will have our open call next week.
Yep.
And then shortly thereafter, there will be rehearsals and there will be tech week and then there will be a show.
Again.
Again. Because, yeah, we have to keep going.
And what's the name of the show?
The name of the show is Gate 19.
Gate 19. Is it about like, you know, a gate that just
I'm a
is the
little
number?
concerned that you don't know this, but
Oh,
yes,
okay.
it's about a gate at an airport.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
airport
great
gate.
idea.
It is. It's a brilliant
It's a
idea.
brilliant
Yeah,
idea.
you should come see it.
I should. Hey, you know, we should
Check
probably
it
get a
out.
bunch of people together and talk about like ideas for the scripts and stuff. Oh, we
That
did
would help, wouldn't it?
We did that.
Oh, was I there?
Yes, you were.
Okay. So we did. We had a great meeting of the minds, and we came up with script ideas, and we've actually written some scripts,
Yep,
and
yep.
we've had some people send us scripts
Yes.
that they would
Yeah.
like us to consider, and yeah, it's all
I'm
moving right
excited.
along.
Yeah, and if you have ideas, we have a guest coming on shortly, Heidi Hansen, who has some interesting ways for you to contribute without actually having to sit down and think you have to write an entire script.
And you don't have to actually spend any time with us or anything. That's the best
Well,
part.
you could
We
spend
should
time
mention
with
that.
her. No one wants to spend any time with me. It's a completely different story.
So that's the middle, and then
Yeah, okay. What are you going to do, the beginning or the end? What do you want to do?
I'm going to go back in time, and I'm going to talk about a project that you recently kind of wrapped up, right? So we participated
Yes.
in a crowdsource movie.
Yes.
Yes, and so the movie this year was Back to the Future, and we did some filming.
Yes.
Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
It felt
2
like
weeks
like
ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were
And-
filming at the high school.
Yeah, it was really cool. The Wacka people built this an awesome clock, and it was just like in the movie.
My favorite story though is you were sitting there directing us and telling us where to be and giving me my
Bossing
cues
people
of what
around,
to
which
do,
is my favorite
it's
thing
what
to
you
do.
do.
Yes.
But we're at the high school. It's around 8 o'clock at night. We have these big lights on and ladders, and all of a sudden we see the police just
That was great.
pull
That was
right up to
brilliant.
us and say, "Excuse me, why are you here?" And
People are calling saying there were kids climbing on the back of the high school.
we got people with ladders and lights trying
Frankly,
to get
we were
inside.
flattered,
Yeah.
being called kids.
I was very flattered.
And
and me wearing the costume I was in, they would
Yes,
consider, and I was a kid,
yes,
that
with
was
your
even
white,
better.
Your white
hair.
wig there. Yeah. So
Well,
that was amusing. That was a good story. That's
was-
one we
yeah.
will tell down the ages.
Well, but the even better part is when Barbara mentioned and said that, well, I called them to confirm that.
Yes.
And I said, well, when did you call? She said 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's
I
well,
left a message.
Plenty of time. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to film in about minutes later. But
He was very gracious.
He was. He was very
He had
nice.
no problem with us
No.
climbing on the high school once he realized we weren't kids and that
exactly.
we were
exactly.
professionals.
No. Once again,
So.
the Ashland police, right on, because they were there in minutes.
They were there right very
and,
quickly. Yes.
And they saw it, and
So that
they
was
did
fun.
a great job. That was a good
Yeah.
story. That
So
was funny.
That was our first encounter with the local constabulary.
Right.
It was very exciting.
I could see WACA and ACT all pulled into the station, and we'd all be shut down. We wouldn't be doing the show,
Luckily,
or we could be. We could be
They don't
behind
have
bars.
enough cells for all of us.
You don't think so?
Yeah. Some of us
Okay.
would have been able to go.
That's
home.
true.
So that's something that we did recently.
Yes.
Was that fun project? I'm looking forward to seeing the whole
Yeah.
thing when it's put
And
together.
that's the one with that you directed,
Yeah.
the acting.
Connor
Connor
Donovan was
Donovan
in that. He was
Played
I mean,
Marty. McFly?
There was no avoiding Connor Donovan in that part because he was like born to play that part.
He was absolutely great.
Yeah.
And then
And we had the leaf,
the Leaf.
the town leaf, standing in for the DeLorean.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is actually cool.
so
that
that
was
was fun.
actually cool. The zip car.
So what
That was
else?
fun. So we did that, and that's
Uh-huh,
coming out.
uh-huh.
So we
And then the
can't. We
fall
don't know
show.
exactly when that's going to come out, but as soon as it does,
You will hear about
you'll
it.
be hearing about it.
We will be letting you know.
Fall show. So what you're going to see today, we're going to have a clip from our show from last year.
We're going back in time.
Yeah, we're
There's a
go-
theme here.
Dinner conversations.
Yes.
We have a scene called "Can You Split the Check 6 Ways?"
That was a fun scene.
That was a fun scene.
Yeah.
You remember who was in it?
I'm pretty sure I was in that
Yes,
one.
you were.
Yeah.
We had we had who else?
And you were in that one.
I was in that.
Yeah.
Who else?
And then Linda.
Linda Slocum,
And Mark.
Mark Prokes.
And
I don't think Arnie was in that one.
that was the one he wasn't in.
That was the one he was not in.
Was that it? Is
Yeah,
that
it was
everybody
just
then?
us setting up in the morning and
Yeah.
doing that whole thing. So we're going to air that in
Awesome.
a few seconds, and then after you watch that, when you come back, we're going to have Heidi Hansen, who is very much a big member of the. She was for a
She's a founding member.
founding member of
Founding
ACT,
member.
and
Give
has
credit
been
where
doing
credit
an
is due
excellent
here.
job of doing a lot of marketing. She's got some excellent creative ideas about what we want to do for the fall show.
Yeah.
So-
And how you can help us.
Yes, without actually even getting off your chairs. You can actually stay
Well,
there.
in some cases.
No, in some cases, but in some cases.
So enjoy the scene.
Yep.
And we will be back
Yeah.
shortly with more exciting conversation.
Sit back, relax, and Heidi will be here.
Hey, Jess. Hey, how was your shift last night?
Let's just say we're out of cream pies.
Didn't. Not again. What did Tony say?
Actually, nothing. It turns out she was a Dallas fan and he felt it was justified.
So lucky.
Yeah. Oh, how about you? How was your night? How was the concert?
It was good. I spent a fortune though. Did you know it costs $15 to get a Diet Coke at the TD Garden? I'm so broke. Think we'll get paid today?
I think so. Tony's trying to do the books by himself and it's going slowly.
Oh, man. Well, we can ask him to pay us later. How do you think he's doing so far?
I think he's been fine, although he does stare at his uniform on the wall a lot.
He sure does. I don't know if he misses football or if he just likes the color red.
I think it's a combo. He's like a bull seeing the red flag. The moment he sees the uniform, he gets drawn to it.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, Maxwell.
Ready for another wonderful day at Wesson's? What's up? What you talking about?
We were just talking about how we think Tony's doing.
Oh, he's lasted longer than the last guy.
But it's only been a month.
Yeah, last guy got arrested for smuggling.
Drugs?
Guns?
Nope, pickles. Actually, just the juice. Apparently, it's a delicacy in Uzbekistan.
No wonder the pickles in the last place were dry.
You're telling me. Oh, have I got a great news story for 6 Ways?
Oh, good. Is it time to play?
Play? Can I play too? What are you guys playing?
Sure, Tony. You ever been a waiter before?
Oh, yeah, well, actually, I served, pigs in a blanket to the Ricky Barbecue once. Does that count?
I don't think so, but you can play along, I guess.
Oh, I used to play every Sunday. All the games I used to play every Sunday.
Tony, come back here and sit down. Here's the
All right. So, Tony, you've been greeting people at the restaurant ever since it opened, right?
Right, I bring him to Jack.
It's Jacques, but you talk to them, right?
Yep.
You hear them ask for strange things?
Maybe.
Some are odd requests, some odder than others.
Oh, you mean like the woman who wanted to sit near the kitchen because she wanted the food to be hot to her when it came out?
Yes, exactly like that.
Yeah, or sometimes they complain about things.
Oh, like the couple that came in and ordered the clear broth and the green salad and complained there was no protein in their meal?
Right. So the game is called 6 Ways.
That's how it works. Tell a story about a customer who gave you a hard time.
Or made an odd request.
Or anything they do that's annoying, and you really want to say something, but you wouldn't, because it's rude.
Okay, so what do we do now? What goes next? What do we do?
Okay, so you know when people come into the restaurant, look at the waiter and ask, what do I want? What we want to do is to look at them back and say, I don't know what you want, as I am not a psychic.
What about the ones who come in and they're offered a seat, and they refuse it. And then they proceed to shop all the way around the restaurant looking for the perfect seats, only to decide they want the one you offered them in the first place.
Oh, how about when you get to the table and you introduce yourself? Good evening, welcome to Wesson's. My name is Jessica, and I will, and they cut you off and say, seltzer please, with a lime. You walk away grumbling, absolutely, I'll be right back with that.
Yeah. And God forbid, you go to the kitchen to put in their order and bring in the dirty dishes and do the million other things you're supposed to be doing, and you come back without the lime.
And then they look at you and say, I asked for one thing. You'd think she'd remember the lie.
All right, I get it now. I get it. Okay, I think I'm ready to play.
Okay, so my new one from last night. I had this woman in my section who asked for my recommendation between two very different menu items. The chicken and the bluefish special. So, I give my recommendation for the bluefish. Describe it in painstakingly beautiful detail, leaving nothing out. And she asks at least 10 different questions about it. How is it prepared? What kind of spices do we use? And she nods and listens and smiles and then orders the burger.
Or how about they come in, tell you they're in a hurry, and then order a steak. Well done.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes later it's, where's my steak?
I'd say you can either have it quick or well done. Your choice.
Oh, what about that couple that came in last week and complained that their steak was overcooked and refused to pay for it?
But didn't they eat their entire steak before they even complained about it?
Now you're getting it, Tony.
Good, good. Is there more stories? More stories?
Yeah. I love when they say to you, oh, don't I know you from somewhere? And they whip out their cell phone and they start taking your picture.
I want to say, yeah, I'm the guy who just asked what entree you wanted. Now, could you please stop taking pictures of me and look at the damn menu?
I do notice that people take pictures in the restaurants all the time. A lot more than they took of me when I was actually playing football.
I think every teenage girl that comes in Snapchats her meal.
Must be an overwhelming desire to tell the whole world that she's having a cheeseburger and a Diet Coke.
Oh, I have one about a cheeseburger. I once had a guy order a cheeseburger and say, hold the bun, but give me 4 mozzarella sticks instead. And then he wanted to know if there'd be an extra charge.
All right, so what is the worst? Give me the worst.
Probably when someone comes in, asks for a table for 9.
Why is that bad? Wouldn't you get a huge tip, Maxwell?
Yeah, but it's always 2 adults and 7 kids, all under 10.
Cleaning up the mess underneath the table would wipe away any tip they could possibly give.
Yeah, no tip is worth that.
So tipping can you use tipping stories as part of this game?
Oh yeah, I've got a great tipping story. I once had a guy tell me they didn't tip in his country.
Well, you know, I actually played in Europe for a while, and tipping is optional over there.
He was from Worcester.
Or I don't tip because of my political views.
Right? What political views can you possibly have that you won't tip?
You know, I once had a guy try to run out on me without tipping. And so I followed him and I asked if I had done something wrong or if I had offended him in some kind of way. And he said, I left you something better. A card with John 3:16 on it.
I once had a bunch of guys tell me that they didn't believe in tipping and it should be included in the price of the meal.
I'd say it's not. So tip me.
How about when the bill is $49.35 and they round up to $50 and say, here, honey, that's for you.
You know, you guys had it so bad.
You know, I really don't mind the clueless ones. They're mostly sweet. It's the rude people that annoy me.
Yeah, like that lady the other night. She's sitting there yapping on her phone and I'm filling the water glasses and I hear her say, oh no dear, you're not breaking up. The waiter just keeps interrupting me.
Oh, I had this one guy complain about his steak. He said, I said medium rare, not bleeding. I want to talk to the chef, honey. Now get me someone who understands what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'd say, sure, I'll bring out the chef, and then you can teach him what his 19 years of culinary experience hasn't.
Sometimes I get to a table and there's a couple, and I explain the specials to them, and the entire time they're making eyes and faces at each other in a very condescending manner, to which my desired response is to scream at them and say, I can see your faces!
Ooh, and what about the lingerers?
Lingerers? What are lingerers?
The people who won't leave.
They stay in your section, finish their entrees, don't order any dessert, and then have another round of waters.
With no ice.
And then proceed to sit there until the restaurant closes.
Oh, what about the woman who claimed she was allergic to salt?
I'd say you can't be allergic to salt. You need it to live.
Hey, I got one. What about the woman who was a vegan? She called up and asked about vegan this, vegan that, animal this, animal that, and then she showed up wearing a fur coat.
And now you're getting it done, and that's it.
All right, well, it looks like we're all set up for tonight.
Oh, no, we're not done playing. I didn't need a 2-minute warning. Oh, can I play again sometime?
Sure, Tony, anytime.
So, question, why do you guys call this game 6 ways?
Well, I once had a table of 6 ask for the check to be split up in 6 ways. All different.
Different?
Yeah, they had a Visa,
Amex,
Cash.
a gift card.
coins.
And a Groupon.
Wasn't that also the guy that asked for you to break a 50 and give back all singles?
Oh, yeah. That was also the guy who asked for a water with 9 lemon wedges around the rim because he liked the way it looked like a flower.
Oh, did he also say the famous line, the one where you go to take the plate and it's like you licked it clean?
Yeah, and there was that one little piece of parsley on the side of the plate, and he looked up at me and grinned. I'd like this wrapped up to go, please.
You have to laugh like it's the funniest thing you've heard ever.
Oh, what about those annoying waiter jokes?
Oh, yeah.
Waiter jokes? What waiter jokes?
Jokes about waiters in restaurants that aren't funny.
Such as?
Did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon?
Great food, but no atmosphere.
Hey! What did the waiter say to the horse?
I can't serve you. That's not my stable.
Hey, what do you call an Arizona State grad with a bottle of champagne?
A waiter!
What's the difference between a waiter and an accountant?
The accountant knows he's boring.
It's things like that make our jobs so rewarding.
Well, you know what's better than those dumb football jokes I was always hearing when I was playing ball?
Like what?
Like the one with the college coach. He talks to the team and he has to tell the star player that he's going to have to be suspended because he's failing math. But he gets the whole team together and he gets around, he talks to the kids, and says, well, you can be on the team if you can answer one question. He goes, what is it? He goes, what's 2 plus 2? 4. And half the team goes, oh, come on, coach, give him another chance.
Oh, Tony, speaking of adding and math, I was wondering if maybe we could get paid today?
You know, doing the books here is a lot more difficult than learning the playbook in football. But I think I could pay you by the end of the night.
Oh, can I get mine in part cash, part direct deposit to my checking account, part on Apple Pay, and part of my Venmo account?
You know, I'll just take a Groupon.
I'll pay any way you want it.
We are back. Hope you enjoyed the Can You Split the Check 6 Ways.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was great to be
Great
in it.
scene, yeah.
Great scene.
It was lovely.
I know. Well, we are back with our wonderful guest, Heidi Hansen.
Hi, Heidi.
How are you
Hello.
doing? Excellent.
Good.
And you're here to talk to us about some of the things that are going on for Gate 19.
Yes.
And I want to thank you so much for all of the help that you've been giving ACT over the last few months, contributing so many things and coming up with some really good detailed plans about some of our marketing strategies, communication strategies.
A lot of really cool initiatives.
Really great stuff. So I want to thank you so much for all that you've been doing.
Thanks. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been good. Yeah.
So what do we have on the docket?
Yeah. So, I think one of the great things about ACT and Ashland is that we have so many really great sponsors, and that list is continuing to grow. And every month it feels like we've got someone new that's joining us and helping us to do what we do. And the great thing about all the great sponsors is that along with the ticket sales, they help us do what we do without the burden of cast and crew production fees, which is really great, right? And we do whatever we can to support them. And so if you go out and visit our Facebook page, you'll see a long list of events that say, hey, it's ACT Day here or there. And so not only do we go and support them, but we want to make sure that others can too, because we really value everything they're doing for us.
Very true.
Yeah, so we're always finding new ways to try to support them as well as a thanks. So it's good stuff, really
I
good.
think
It's a
we're
community.
up to 30 plus that have people contribute. I think it was a number of, I can't remember the exact number, but through the weight program that we had
Yeah.
Nadine on a few shows ago, but we have other sponsors that have been helping us as well. I think we're up to over 30 individual sponsors to help
Yeah.
us put on the shows that we do
Yeah.
and help us defray the costs and able to keep the ticket prices as low as we can.
That's right.
I mean, we're about like 10 to 12 bucks for a show. you
And the
know.
nice thing, as Heidi pointed out, is that people who participate in the show don't have to pay to be a part of it.
That's true.
That's
Which is
right.
a big-
That's
big-
right.
Incentive for people to join it.
And I think that leads to
Good
another
idea.
thing that folks may not realize is you think about getting involved in a production, and there's a lot of commitments. In some areas there's a financial commitment, and then it's the time commitment. We all have really busy lives, right? And I think one of the great things that I want to try to help us get out the word about ACT is that there's something for everyone, regardless of your commitment level and your experience level.
And even your time, as you're saying, like you can commit to a very brief amount of time or as much time as you're willing to give, and it'll be
Exactly.
made to fit.
It's exact, and I think that's one of the things that first really attracted me to ACT, busy life with busy job and kids and such, and yet there was a way for me to stay engaged. So it's great, and it's a great opportunity. So we'll continue to try to get that word out as well.
Absolutely.
I think what we try to do is make sure that when people do join, we level set what their expectations are and our expectations are, right? So, it's not a full-time job. It's not like, if you're not there, there's certain times you need to be there, obviously, for the shows and the rehearsals and things like that. But, we're pretty flexible with the scheduling and time. But, any amount of time you can contribute is it's good for us.
Yeah, and I like to think of it as fun, flexible, and collaborative. If there were three, and community, I think there's a nice little community that we've developed, and we're engaged with the community. That's how I would describe ACT. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and then speaking about collaborative, right? So we
Oh,
just
good
I
segue, good
know,
segue.
very- all
Look
right,
at
all
that.
right.
Look at the way she just flows right into that.
Right, so Gate 19, pretty
Yeah.
exciting, right? I don't know about you, but I am a travel buff. I love to travel,
Yep.
right? I've been through many different airports, and so I've got
What's your
lots
favorite airport?
Oh, what's my favorite airport?
Yeah.
Aren't they all the same?
No.
They all look the same.
The one in
No,
Indianapolis
they're not
was my
all the
favorite.
same. No, they're not. Well, right now it's one with like a good play area.
Yeah, it's very important
I
to
know.
your
Let's see,
stage
your
of
children
life.
are how old
Yeah.
now?
I know, right? 5 and 7.
There you go.
I know. I think it's hard to choose one. I think it depends on my travel circumstances.
Okay.
I went through one, the Seoul airport once, and they had these airport hotels where you could just rent a room to sleep for 5 hours if you've got. We had a
Oh,
really
that's
long.
brilliant.
We had a really long layover.
Brilliant.
It was great.
Instead
it was
of us
super.
sleeping in the restaurant waiting for our food like we were last time,
Right.
we could.
right.
Oh, you can incorporate that in the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'd
an
say
excellent story
my,
that you have.
My worst airport, it has to be Luton Airport in England.
Oh
So
my
Okay.
God, Luton.
Luton.
Oh, never been there.
I know, right. There's a funny story there.
Tell us
as
about
well.
it. Why is it so bad? Clearly, something
give us
stands
a
out
quick
in
funny
your
story
memory.
about
Okay,
Luton.
quick funny story. So we were flying into London. We found a really cheap flight on Ryanair to Amsterdam and thought, oh, Luton Airport, it's got to be easy to get to. Wrong. No. So we had to leave London at 11 o'clock at night to get a 6 a.m. flight the next morning because we just couldn't get there otherwise. And maybe there was a way, but we
So
couldn't
that's
figure it
not
out.
the airports being terrible. That's the location
No,
is terrible.
but there's an airport story.
Is there?
So we weren't the only ones. There were lots of people sleeping on the floor in the airport.
Wow.
And there's a very interesting baggage or a check-in story there about a flight to Budapest that we overheard, and we still recite it to this day. Someone was not happy that there were no more seats on the flight to Budapest, and the little argument and.
Wow.
strong language was
had. Wow.
not by us, but it was really
Overheard,
quite
yeah.
it was quite funny in the end. I mean, for us.
Well, we had a really funny experience at Logan Airport this summer, but we're not going to tell anybody about it because
No.
you'll have to come see the show.
Because
because
we-
it basically wrote itself
Yeah.
into a scene for this.
We
fall
literally
show.
got on the plane and we started taking the
and
pen
we
out
said,
and started
"This
writing it down.
This is
This is
it.
gold. This is gold.
This is our first scene for Gate
This is
19.
gold. We got it. It's
It was
gold.
insane.
But that's the kind of thing you're looking for, right? In that
Well,
contest
yeah.
that you're thinking of?
Exactly. So, speaking about collaborative, many of us have traveled. We all have some airport story. Many of us do. And we have an opportunity as part of Gate 19 to include those. So, we thought, why not engage the community in a new way? So, we will be launching a contest where we'll invite community members to share their airport story, and then we'll have some kind of voting mechanism. We're working through the details, and then we'll select some of them to be included, the scenes in Gate 19.
Fantastic.
I think that's a
I
great
love
idea.
it.
Right,
I
right.
love
And
it.
winners, whoever we select, will get tickets to
Yeah.
the show.
Now they don't have to actually write a script,
Nope.
right?
No,
they tell
no.
us the
Just
little
tell us your
story,
story.
and we can turn it into something.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
brilliant.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Oh, I can't wait
Right?
to see the ideas
I
we
know.
got.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Right. Maybe there'll be a
everybody-
Gate 19 too.
Maybe.
Okay, 20.
Maybe.
Or Gate
Gate
20.
20.
Or maybe, right, okay. Right, Gate 20.
That is an excellent idea. We've talked about that. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
so we're working through the details.
So keep your eye on that Facebook page.
That's
So-
right. We will.
So what if somebody out there now has a story? Can they just submit it to us now and say, tell your story, write it on an email and send it to us, Ashland
yeah, they
Community
could do
Theater?
that. I think that's great. They could do that. Ashland Community Theater at gmail.com
Yep. Yeah.
would work as well.
Yeah.
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 Tell us that great
More
story.
information. to
I mean,
come
I'm
soon.
sure that it could be frustrating, it could be poignant, it could be funny, it
Sure.
could be whatever you want it to be.
Dramatic.
Tell the story and send
If
it
it's
on.
memorable to you,
Yeah.
there's something
We wanna hear
there.
it.
We
Yeah.
want to
We
hear
wanna
it.
And
hear
you
it.
want to get it off
Yeah.
your chest and share it with us? I'd love to
As
hear
long
it.
as you don't mind us putting it on stage.
Yeah.
I
in
know,
December,
right.
That's
Just
right,
that's
yeah.
right.
Let's be clear about that.
Be clear about that, yeah?
Becomes public property.
It is. I love that idea. So what are we doing after we leave filming here? What are we doing after that?
Right. So we're going to do Live with ACT or In the Wings with Ashland Community Theater. I thought anyway, so we're going to go down to the corner spot.
Oh, I love the corner spot.
We love the
Love
corner
the
spot.
corner spot.
We
Yeah.
support the corner spot.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to film a little video, get it out there, talk a little more
Grab
about
some
the
peeps
show.
off the corner. And
Maybe, right. And just to, again, communicate what it is we do and let people see that we're fun and there's lots of ways to get engaged.
awesome.
That is great. See, this is what I was talking about. I was telling you, all the great ideas.
Great initiatives.
Great initiatives and engaging people, grabbing more people in the community to be
Yeah.
part of the family.
Fantastic.
That's an excellent idea.
Great.
So we look forward to talking more about that, seeing it on the Facebook page shortly.
Yeah.
But if you do have an idea, send it to us.
Send it on over in whatever way works for you. We
Yeah.
will take a snail mail, right?
Yeah. What's that? Is that the,
Snail-
like
like
the scrolls?
You put it in an envelope. You write it on a piece of paper.
Oh
you
my
fold it up.
goodness.
You put it in this thing called an envelope with
Yeah.
a stamp.
Yeah?
And you send it.
But how does it get there?
Yeah.
You bring it to the mailman,
What if it's a she?
the mail person,
Okay. Okay.
or the post office.
Or you could put it in
The
this
one in
box
downtown?
outside your house.
Yeah.
Yes, with the flag up.
Yep.
A flag.
And, yeah.
And they
you just
come and
say
get it?
Joe White, and everybody in town knows Joe
There
Joe
we go.
White, and
And
they'll
they-
just
Well, that's
bring it to
excellent
them.
idea. So we
Yeah.
can do the snail mail.
Snail
you call?
mail.
I love that. I
It
should
works.
write that
A lot
down.
of people still use that.
Snail mail or
Email,
Email.
Facebook,
Facebook.
any way that works for you.
I'd love to hear the stories. We'd love to hear them, right?
We
Because
love it,
We're looking
yes.
for material. We're looking for some funny stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
she
you-
can't be the one writing the funny stuff. You can't be writing all of the funny stuff. We need something out there. Come in.
We need you.
We need you, please. All right. So thank you so much, Heidi.
Thanks,
again.
Heidi.
Thank you for being healthy enough to come back for 33.
goodness.
Did you make it?
I made it.
You made it.
I don't even feel sick at all right now.
It's amazing. It's amazing. See what happens? She only sees me for 7 minutes a show. It's amazing. Well, thank you so much. We'll be back next month for episode 34 on Behind the Curtain.
All right.
Super duper.
See you later.
Thank you.